Hello and welcome to another installment of Behind the Barricade. I'm your one of your co-hosts, Roddy Harris, joined by my illustrious co-host Chris DeCarlos and Mark Ray. Chris, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, dude. What's going on?
Not much, brother. Just out here living the parent life. Sometimes could be fun, sometimes could be a pain in the neck, but we all know how that goes. My bad. Well, how are you, Mark?
All right, bro.
Oh, excellent,
Can't
excellent.
complain.
All good things going around. Hey, folks, you know what to do. This is Behind the Barricade. We out here on this Monday evening. Just got through a nice little quick sun shower over here in the tri-state area. Um, Sun's back out and bright. Hope the mugginess is gone. Probably will not be gone for long. Um, Brutal weekend as it was. Little one turned 2 years old. So shout out to Angelica. Appreciate you guys for the birthday wishes. Love
Happy
you all.
birthday.
Love you guys all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And guys, you already know, number at the bottom of your screen, 631-319-7958. Call in at any given time or call in, drop us a voicemail. Just tell us how we're doing. Tell us how you feel about the show. Tell us everything that has to do with professional wrestling. We're down to hear it. We're down to hear from you. Now, folks, we're going to jump into NXT. We're going to jump into AEW. Got a lot of things to talk about involving the landscape of wrestling. But to kick everything off, of course, everybody's talking about it. The hot buzz of the week.
I cracked one open to
He cracked,
celebrate.
cracked the cold one. I'm gonna crack one too.
Yeah, do the cheers.
Just for you,
Ah, shit, I might have to go in the fridge and get a beer
for you, right
There
here.
you go. Cheers.
now.
We want
Ding
to
dong, the witch is dead.
send some love out to the McMahon family. For those of you who didn't know, or those of you who don't care to know, Vince McMahon is supposedly gone, retired. Hasta luego, sayonara. New regime has taken over, and have they taken over? No pun intended. We see that Triple H is back to doing his old duties and then some. Also being announced today as the head of talent relations and creative. The man's doing all the jobs. He's going to tackle them all. But the question of the day is, how do you guys feel about Vinny Mac being gone? And what's it like to just breathe a breath of fresh air?
I'm ecstatic.
Yeah,
Yeah, static is a good word.
Bye
that's
bye,
a good word. That's a good word.
douchebag.
No, we want to play some sad music for Vince real quick. We want to get it out there. Just play the sad music.
So sad.
So sad, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna say this because I want people to hear me, and some may agree, some may not. I will give him credit for this. A lot of the things that I watched were the performance in the ring under the brand in which his father and he himself has lived on to create and build. I can thank him for that, for allowing the performers to do what they do at that time to make me into the wrestling fan I am today. Now, there was plenty of great things he signed off on that I have to give him full credit for, and I'm man enough to say that. But what I'm not gonna sit here and do is praise the man as the human being. I don't personally know him, but I heard some horrible things. So, what I would say is the best thing for you guys to do, those who love him, those who don't love him, those who really don't care, hey man, we're off to a new start. I know there's been some horrible things said about him over the last couple of weeks. Some things that I think later on down the road we will hear a lot more details about.
Hmm.
But again, details out with validated sources, I will gladly take them into account and talk about them right here on the show. Don't mind doing it. But until then, I just feel like let's get the facts out there straightened out and let's talk about it at a later time. But boy, oh boy, it feels different. Mark, how do you feel about Vinnie Mac being gone?
I will say this. To all these asshole fucking marks that are bashing him and saying that this is the best thing to happen to pro wrestling, I agree and disagree.
Okay.
I'm happy with it because now we can get the new era started and we can, we can hopefully turn a new leaf. See how let's see how things go with creative now. Let's see how Triple H does in his new role and how Stephanie does in her new role. However, I'm not. I'm gonna. Why am I echoing? Okay, that was weird. That was weird as fuck. I just heard myself. That was weird as fuck. I just heard. And now I hear myself.
You hear yourself? Are you okay?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I'm listening to you.
Okay, that was so weird. But
I'm looking at.
You were touching something over there. You being mischievous over there.
I was sitting there looking at Jessica Hoffman's comment. I was about to put it up, but then I just stopped because I heard you.
Yeah, whatever you touched.
I just hovered the mouse over Jessica Hoffman. That's all I did.
It made my voice louder. But yeah, so for people to sit there and say that he's the worst thing that ever happened in pro wrestling, you can't say that. Because if it wasn't for him starting the company, we didn't
start the company.
Well, we would regardless.
He didn't start it.
That's why I prefaced my comment at the beginning by saying the company that his father started and the legacy he carried over. Because that's the right way to place it. His father started the company. He carried the legacy and carried the torch after his father was gone. Because every dog has its day, just when it's time to go, it's time to go, And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to go like this. The big question is, there are, Mark, you're right. There are some people attacking him and throwing a parade. Well, I would tell you guys, don't attack or throw a parade just yet. You don't know what the next regime is going to do. We don't know yet. Who knows? I'm pretty sure Stephanie doesn't have the same creative logic as her father does, but I pray not. Who knows? Like father, like daughter, I don't know. We don't know yet. So before we jump out the window and say, "Oh, H is going to do this and H is going to do that," slow the horse down. Let's see how this all unravels. Give it time. It's going to take time. You're not going to get all your favorites rushed out there to the forefront immediately. There's things going on. There's things that probably get rewritten. We're in the garden tonight. God only knows how this show's going to turn out. Is this the first TB14 show, by the way? Does anybody know?
I believe so. Is this tonight's at the Garden, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is the first TB14 show.
Oh, my goodness. So God only knows how this is going to turn out. So, look, at the end of the day, for all those who want to turn around and criticize Vince McMahon, you have all right to do so. That's your choice. For all those who want to turn around and say, hey, man, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be watching pro wrestling right now.
That's where I was getting to.
Okay. And you have absolutely the right to say that. And I said the same thing. The first wrestling product I watched happened to be under the Vince McMahon regime of WWF.
Yep.
So I can't sit here and say, F that guy. I can, but in a way, maybe I never would have stumbled upon pro wrestling if it wasn't for him. I know WCW was his thing. My brother was a religious WCW. Who knows? I might have been a WCW fan. I might have been repping NWO shirts every day to school. But time will only tell, right? So when those things happen, you got to give credit where credit is due. I'll give him that. But the question I have for both of you is, does the horrible outweigh the good? We got a lot of good, but then we got a lot of horrible.
Listen.
Does it outweigh the good?
I'm certainly never a mark, but I'll definitely be an asshole. It is what it is. He's a businessman who created a business, who took on his father's business, and he made $1 billion off of it. Mm-hmm. To sit there like those pathetic people in the stands on Friday and the thank you, Vince, and you're thanking a grown man for what? What are you thanking him for? For taking your money all these years? For making himself a billionaire off your back all these years? For giving you a shit product? What do you what are you thanking him for? He's a businessman. I've said it time and time again. He's the modern day P.T. Barnum. He knew how to throw an extravaganza. He knew how to market his company. Did he know how to show you good wrestling? No. For the better part of 40 years that I've watched that, he has not. There was a brief time when you had the Stone Colds, the Rocks, the Triple H's, was it him or was it those dudes pushing the product, right? So for a brief time, you had some good shit going on there. The rest of it has been dog shit. And the fact that he monopolized it, you had no choice but to watch his dog shit. So there was people out there younger than you, Rodney, who had no choice but to watch his crap because he monopolized it. Mm-hmm. All right? I don't give someone credit for monopolizing something, for not wanting competition, being afraid of competition. Okay? It is what it is. He knew how to make money as a businessman. He knew how to put on an event as far as the visuals and all that shit. Yes. He knew how to sell his product to networks to make the money. Yeah. But I'm not going to sit there in the crowd like those fucking lame morons on Friday night thanking Vince McMahon. Give me a fucking break. That's pathetic. They thought the CM Punk dude was pathetic crying. That's even more pathetic. Now, his daughter in the ring saying thank you, that's his daughter. That's his family. It's a totally different story. Totally different. But you as a grown person going to sit there and thank this guy because he made... hey, I'm going to go thank every billionaire out there. Thank the Amazon fucking guy for... No, it's a service I use, right? It's the same thing as what's on TV. It's a service I use. I choose to use it. But as far as going back to 1977 of watching this product, not a lot of it was good. That's why I turned my eye to NWA in the early 80s on a Turner Superstation, and then turned my eye to ECW in the mid-90s, and stuck with WCW when all that shit was going on. So with the exception of a few years, with, like I mentioned, with a bunch of those top wrestlers of all time, what did he really give as far as a wrestling product?
I'm going to tell you right now that I understand where you're coming from. And Chris, you've always been a straight shooter. You've always and educated me on a lot of things that had to do with ECW and WCW. So I know for a fact you did not always drink from the teat of WWF or WWE. Wasn't your style. You were never that guy. I know that for a fact. But most of those people in the crowd, we have to understand they did. Because at the time, there wasn't really nothing to go after. All right, you had your TNA. Yeah, you had your ROH. But you had to find those things. Like, if you didn't have cable, you wasn't getting TNA.
Pretty much, yeah.
At least you got SmackDown on UPN 9 with the rabbit ears. But being real, keep in mind, economically, the country was a different place. People were very much impoverished back in those times. Cable wasn't so easy to get. And the cable was hot. Keep that in mind, it was a hot commodity. So when you turn around and I understand where you're coming from when you're calling those people marks for chanting thank you, Vince. That's why I wanted to pose this topic first to get it out of our system. Listen, for those people that want to sit there in the crowd, you paid your money to sit there and say thank you, Vince. That's your choice, man. But if I was in the crowd, I'm not going to stand up chanting thank you, Vince.
You're kissing a grown man's ass. For what reason?
I'm
Have
not.
A little self-respect and understand it is what it is. It's entertainment. He made money off of you. You might have enjoyed the entertainment. That's fine.
Entertained me for a lot of years.
But stop with the ass kissing, please. It's really pathetic. As a grown person, I got no tolerance for
it. We got a lot of cool comments in here before we transition over to AEW. Just go off. How are you? She also adds, Does a Powerade count as a cheer?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Jessica goes, don't get me wrong. He did build WWE to what it is, but he did fail with a lot of creative aside with the creative side. Yeah, yeah. Yes, he did. That's a fact. He failed in a lot of moments. A lot of moments. Failed a lot of people. That's not just failed us as
Dropped the
fans.
ball many
He
times.
failed people. Failed.
Is that in the Sonny Wolford?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He goes, what do you guys think is going to be
Last of the past.
like tonight? I don't know, Asani. We're talking about possible first, was it first TV 14 show? Look, I want to tell everybody this. Like I said to everybody on Saturday, what you're going to see going forward is you're going to start to see a small transition. You're not going to see dramatic moves made. That's too much too soon. Slow transitions. And you're going to start to see changes made. That's what you're going to start to see. They have both the Carrillos of the world, the Ricochets of the world, the Choppers
What's
of
up,
the world.
Kyle?
You get that wrong. Kyle goes, what's up, guys? He goes, drink from the power tea. Yes. Kyle also goes, come on. I had to get the black box. You know, a lot of people had to get that black box back in the day. So my whole point to this is I want to see them gradually do things. Oh no, Asani, you're absolutely right. It is exciting to see.
Yeah.
You're right. I want to see what happens. Who knows? Maybe they do dramatically change things up immediately.
I've seen what the man could do. We've all seen what the man can do. Creative, in charge of a brand. So yeah. I'm excited to see that style coming up here. Yes. You know, I've already read that his dumb ban on words is going away.
I heard that his first tryout will be held with indie superstars.
Yes.
So, I don't want indie superstars. Nah, we ain't doing that, bro.
Yeah.
People's already saying, yo, Black and Gold might come back. Slow down there, players. Slow down. I think we're jumping the gun a little too fast. I know it's exciting. It's new.
Can we bring back Pete Dunne?
Yes. I'm hoping. Mark, I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping Triple H comes out there and says, "Oh, by the way, this guy's Pete Dunne. He's not Butch."
That will be.
Can we stop the one name changes? Can we start?
Austin Theory gets his name back. So does Matt Riddle.
Everybody gets their name back tonight. Can we at least agree on that?
Everyone gets. And on another side, if you run a publicly traded company, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you don't have fucking medical benefits, and you don't have sick time and all this shit for these dudes, and you treat them as independent contractors, but it was, at my discretion. I hope all that shit goes away. Yeah. Because it is an athletic endeavor, whatever you want to call it. And if you're a publicly traded company, do what every other corporation does, right? Corporate's corporate.
You guys saw what I sent you where FTR said after the Ring of Honor pay-per-view during the press conference, where he wasn't, and it wasn't an attack on the guys that came before him or the guys that criticized him like Cornette and Booker T, and him and Booker, they got legitimate beef for some odd reason, but we don't got to get into it. I know it, but don't got kind of time. But he explained that those guys wrestled where they came from. They wrestled for 300 plus days a year. They didn't miss time with their families, miss birth of kids, miss marriages, miss birthdays, miss Christmases. He goes, now I get to work in a place where I work less dates for more money. I get catering now. I actually get food. I actually get my hotel for. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to get from one place to another. I actually get that taken care of for me now. He goes, I don't fault those guys for being critical because they earned it. They earned. Jim Cornette earned to talk crap about me. Booker T earned it to talk crap about me because they sacrificed a lot in their career. And I sacrificed a little. But I never forget where they came from, and he goes, I applaud that they're critical of me because I respect them. And I respect what they have to say about me, and I can take it. And I can say, you know what? I'll take it under consideration what you're saying about me. That's okay. But I know where I am right now, I'm pretty damn happy, and I'm pretty damn comfortable that I get to see my family every week.
Listen, like I said before, P.T. Barnum, he was running a traveling circus. Yeah. Get in the car, travel to the next town, right? Mm-hmm. That's what a traveling circus is. I'm not going to pay for your car. You're going to have to get yourself there, right? You're going to have to get your own hotel room. And that kind of, I'm sorry. That's just not the way of the world.
And you talk about private contractors. We can nip and tuck that a lot. There's a lot of things that go into those. Like I said, read your contract, folks. Read your contract. That's what it really comes down to. I don't fault any wrestler for going there to get paid, but I don't fault you. I also don't fault the company for mistreating you or misusing you like you didn't know what you were walking yourself into. Read your contract. Read your contract. That's what you gotta do. Read it. If you can't read the big words, get a lawyer that can read it for you.
Okay? I agree with all that, but if you're gonna get corporate tax breaks and all that other good shit that we don't get, then fucking pay your medical for your fucking employees and do the right thing for you. That should be a standard. If you're not doing all that, then you're not getting the tax breaks, and that's what's wrong with a lot of things in this country. But that he's reaping the benefits.
We're talking big business now. That's big business. That's all that is. He's a part of that big business circle. So that's what big business does. I eat, you starve, or I'll give you some scraps. If you hurt, well, get your ass up and keep going. Because guess what? I'm not stopping for you. You fall off the train too bad, miss your stop. That's how it works. And for those coming wrestlers that don't know, now you know. Okay, you've seen it. You've heard testimonials. I drove this into the ground. It's like beating a dead horse now. Read damn contract. Know where you're going before you go there. Talk to people. Conversate. If you on the worry bug and man, I don't know how I want to get paid though. I want to headline WrestleMania. Trust me, you can do all that as a one-off if you really wanted to. If you're good enough, telling me Triple H, Stephanie, or Mr. Khan are gonna bring you in for a one-off to do at WrestleMania just to sell tickets. You don't have to work there. You can do it as a part-time thing. You don't have to be an everyday guy. Have you thought about this, folks? There's ways around it. Mm-hmm. Come on now. But man, that's a lot of this we got talking. All right, so we gotta go keep going. Oh, we got an Anthony sighting here in the comments. He goes, Sonny goes, I think NXT is all right, though, in my opinion. A lot of people said it's okay, but I just don't like the talent pool we got right now. That's the talent pool.
The talent is all over the place.
But again, it is the
now. Hopefully, Triple H can contribute a little bit to that.
Once again, how much can this man? He can't carry the world, folks.
No, you can't sit there and expect the man to carry the whole fucking brand.
But he'll delegate and get his own people in there.
I hope so.
Please. Because NXT needs it, man.
They need a whole overhaul. They need the Last Legends. All that garbage down there's got to go.
The facelift that's happening right now at the top.
I mean, look at Troy Donovan. We're going to segue into this, obviously. Troy Donovan run around with the fucking wife beater on, with the Irish name in the Italian mob, that old bullshit. He comes on Dynamite. He looks like a fucking $1 million. I mean, the dude looked like $1 million. And Rodney, they did what we say all the time: throw him in the water, see if they can swim.
Yeah.
You might have a star there. You see what the kid looked like? Did we notice that when he was wearing the fucking wife beater and the black jeans? No.
So look. What I always tell you, want to know if you got a main eventer? Put him in the main event. That's how you're going to know.
That's how you're going to know.
Jessica Hoffman goes, I've read that they took away Dupree. Don't know if that's true or not. I hope they did. I hope they dropped that whole thing.
Took away the what?
Dupree.
Yeah, please.
No. Max Dupree was dropped from it, according to what I read. And that's why they brought the girl up, because they weren't happy with him.
Okay.
Because he was poo-pooing some of the creative stories.
It's kind of whack.
Put him back as LA Knight.
That's it. He goes, Triple H will take time for Triple H to straighten out things. James goes, hey, fellas, how you doing, James? Anthony goes, do you see a difference in that now that Stephanie and Hunter are running it? No, I don't see a difference in anything yet because I haven't seen the product yet.
He was still doing creative up until he retired, up until last week.
Well, we don't. This is why I want everybody to slow down. We don't know anything yet because the product hasn't been presented yet. Until we get a month of strong product with good story build, with good character implemented, that's when we can tell us the truth. Get past SummerSlam, then come talk to me. Once we get past SummerSlam this weekend, then come talk to me. Because I can't talk to you right now about what I see because I don't think it's going to be an immediate change like that.
Yeah, I feel like once we get past SummerSlam and they basically, get past all the shit that was already implemented,
That's
then
how I.
we'll start to see it pick
That's
up.
how I feel. You're going to see a reboot,
and
a
then you should
reset.
really start to see it by Survivor Series.
I say rebrand Raw to take it old school. If you go on TV 14, Chris, we
Bring
might
back
as well
Raw
go
as
back to
War.
War Zone.
We want the War Zone.
I'm not talking.
That I'll chant, Rodney. I'll go sit there with you and chant. We want the War Zone.
I'm not telling you that we got to go back to the Attitude Era. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is rebranded to look cool, to look strong, to look tough. Raw right now looks so basic. Make it look stronger. The graphics look whack.
They need a stage. Also, they got rid of the stage.
Like everything about it just is so Wonder Bread.
You can't throw anyone off the stage if you don't have a stage.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, so James also goes, don't know if you touched on this yet, but I'm about to bounce to work. Well, good luck at work, buddy. Anthony goes, now with Hunter back, do you see them going back to a focus on indie talent and continue to focus on athletes and training them in wrestling? Yes, that I can. Yes, because it only makes sense to hire people that just are athletes and don't have a passion to do this. You're going to need a mix of those kids, and you're going to need a mix of passionate people. That's how this works. You're not going to just you can't be one-sided.
No, and you're going to have to give them more than 3 months.
Yes, 3 months, it's not enough.
To marinate, where they don't belong on TV. Listen.
At least 6 months.
Not even, but Mark, some got at least 6 months, but some people wallow down there for a couple of years. They're training before they hit their mark.
But at least 6 months to show off your true colors.
Oh, we're gonna get into some barbed wire. James goes, thanks Vince for the memories and a wild childhood. Enjoyed your time at 100%. You deserve it. Probably need a few years ago, but there's a reason for everything. Anthony goes, the difference in medical insurance and travel stuff. Very possible. I don't know. Maybe the quarterly report comes out and they look at the finances and say, hey, we can actually implement that money back into health insurance. Hey, we can implement that money back into travel for our wrestlers. You might want to do that. I'm just saying.
You might want to make some of these people happy. I'm sorry.
Or they will leave.
Can we revamp SmackDown too?
Christopher Brown goes, go ahead. He goes.
No, I was going to say, I just wanted to take my idea from before and revamp SmackDown. We call it the Smack and Gold brand.
Smack and Gold brand.
The Smack and Gold brand.
That's different. Bring up the fist. It's going to be a while. It's going to be he goes. It's going to be a while before you see any meaningful changes. That's Christopher Brown. He goes. One of Vince's last creative decisions was yanking LA Knight from Maximum Male Model Morons. Well, yeah,
at least he made one good creative decision.
That was a good move. Yeah, I mean, they got what's his name? Face now. Face Mace. What is he going by?
I forgot.
Face. He looks like they got the man looking like a fucking drag queen.
Milli Vanilli.
Just to tell you the truth,
he looked like Milli Vanilli. He looked like a fucking crook.
I get up and go to the bathroom every time he touches my screen. So I don't got time. I got time to deal with this. I don't.
That's the best.
I really don't.
I just happened to see the vignette with Maxine Dupree.
Oh, Jesus. Maxine Dupree.
And maybe we'll stop, the double letter names. Maybe we'll fucking
double entendres and
the double entendres. Maybe we'll come up with some better shit than that.
Like, give it a rest. Like, I'm over it. But hey, guys, look, you guys know how we start the show. Do a little Vince McMahon special for you guys. Well, let's get into week 2 of Fyter Fest, right? Let's talk about it. Why not? It was a great show. I say that with ultra sarcasm. It was another hot.
You want to get into the ending first? I mean, do you want to go through the whole thing?
Please, can we get to the end first? Please.
Yeah, we can do that.
You, please. Oh,
we can do that.
I am so excited
Now,
to
wait,
talk.
before we get into it, I like to say, if you preface it by saying, we do enjoy a good shark cage, right?
Yes,
We do enjoy it, but not one you can squeeze out yourself.
especially with Enzo's
And
match. Yes.
yeah, and I think they were listening again last week because what did I say? When you can't wrestle, turn heel, Anna Jay. And what did she do?
She turned heel.
Turn heel.
I tell you, they listen to the show.
Not to mention Ty Conti botching the fucking trying to get the lock open.
Oh, that would do. Dude, they started squeezing out the cage.
Let's just get into it, shall
Oh
we?
Go
my
ahead.
god.
The main event of this week's Spider-Man Night 2 was a
It was
barbed wire
fucking
everywhere death match. Now,
terrible.
once again, I'm not a fan of the death match, folks. We are people obviously know that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the death matches every week with AEW. When are we gonna stop doing death matches every day? Like when is this gonna stop? Like you can't do a death match every week, folks. You can't. Okay, every big event death match. Do we need one? No, we don't. They could have just wrestled a regular match and just had people
Sorry,
respond.
at this point, you're not gonna tell me Tony Khan isn't in the back doing a fucking line every time he fucking books a match.
Death match. Nah.
Give the people what they want.
Oh man,
Death match.
gets the people going. So at the end of the day, we had old Chris Jericho, who the Wizard, the Painmaker, by the
The
way.
Painmaker.
He went to the Painmaker this time. He went away from the Wizard. You know, it's the alter ego of the Painmaker, which it was cool a couple years ago. When bringing the Painmaker out and
Wait, Eddie Kingston insisted on the Painmaker, Rodney.
It was
He insisted on the Painmaker.
Eddie Kingston insisted on the Painmaker. Look, I want to say this. Eddie Kingston, right? Look, we go to the part where we say, Eddie, if you can't wrestle, put yourself in the death match. Eddie, there was a part in this match where Eddie literally fell over. Literally fell over. I'm not kidding.
I saw that.
Jimmy Guevara was setting up. It was a move. Eddie tried to do the back, like he tried to do a spinning back fist, and they grabbed him, and he just spun around. Full 360, he just fell.
Yeah.
I just grabbed my face and went, "What the?"
Eddie Kingston is so bad.
Man.
He makes the Sandman look like a fucking seasoned wrestler.
Yes, he does.
That's how bad he is.
Now,
hot garbage.
It was absolutely horrible. And for those of you who want to rag on, he say, "Oh, this is messed up. Oh, why they gonna do him like that?" Roddy, you can't say that about Eddie Kingston. Chris can't say that about Eddie Kingston. Yes, we can.
I'm allowed because you're gonna put yourself on TV like that.
Yep, you embarrassing people.
I'm allowed.
We got a voicemail from a listener. I'm gonna get this all set up for you guys. Yes,
all right, before we do that, let me jump in these comments. Kyle was like, as long as he goes back to night, and then he said, and it's crazy because Brandon Massey is talented. And Christopher Brown said, it's pronounced Marseille, Chris.
Who?
Rodney, can we get an audible who?
Who are we talking about?
Marseille.
Who? Who? Oh, Mace?
Yeah.
Marseille.
He said, that match was such a clusterfuck. Jesus Christ. Kyle said, there's that excess future sponsor. And then Anthony Carricker, he definitely is the future sponsor of XS, Kyle. Anthony Carricker said, what's the difference between a death match? No DQ, street fight. I guess death match needs blood. No DQs need... No, wait. He said no DQs need like one or two weapons, and a street fight needs at least one person in jeans. LMAO. Throwback to the studio on Sycamore Drive. # WWSRN.
No, you did not drop that hashtag in there. I'm gonna be
He did. You know, Anthony likes to argue semantics.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. You're lucky I can't curse my daughter's here. I'm gonna play this voicemail. It seems pretty cool.
Okay.
You guys hear it?
I don't hear
No.
shit.
No. Oh, come on. Don't do that to
You
me.
somehow magically made me echo before, and now I don't hear nothing.
Oh no. No, come on.
Static.
Uh-oh. How about now?
Nada.
How about now?
Nope.
I just hear buzzing.
We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
Just put the phone in front of the damn mic.
Maybe because if I didn't turn up my damn volume.
That's how he said, I hear static, sir.
You are static, sir. Oh my God. Who said this? Y'all speaking so low. Nobody can hear you. I'm gonna do it this old-fashioned way. We're gonna continue with the Fighter Fest and the horrible individual by the name of Chris Jericho, who decided that barbed wire is his best friend at the age of, what is he, 50 now, Chris?
He's 50.
Damn shame.
51, actually.
He got fucked up in that match.
Look, man, ripped his pants.
Ripped his pants, had cuts all in his leg and shit.
Had cuts all over his leg. The man was a hot mess. And you people, I'm gonna attack the fans real quick. Y'all found that entertaining. Y'all thought that was fun. Y'all thought that was good. Y'all smoking crack. Okay, there's no way that was good. There's nothing about that was good. You on that stuff if you thought this was a good match. You can't look me in the face. You can't look me in the face and tell me, Roddy, that was a great match. You're a liar. You are a liar. I promise you, you're a liar. Oh my God, you're a liar. If you look me in the face and tell me that was a great match.
I've seen better matches out of two drunk Tios at a fucking kid's party.
Dude, the match was bad. Okay? The match was bad. They need to accept that the match was bad. I'm not just saying it just to be saying it. I'm saying it because it was horrible. Okay? Look, I can tolerate a lot of things. I can't tolerate a fat old man and an old man fighting with barbed wire. I can't do it.
No, bro, I can't. Put it this way. Bro.
No.
And I got a bunch of dummies in the cage.
But then you got a bunch of clowns up there in the cage.
Then I had a whole lot of brawl for no reason.
Put it this way, bro. And then shout out to K Marvel. If me and K Marvel would have started scrapping at your daughter's birthday party, it would have been more entertaining than that fucking match.
I'll tell you right now, I would have laid out a table for you. I would have put the table up myself and did the commentary because that would have been that entertaining.
We're having you, Joe, and Frankie on commentary. Oh man, that would have been great.
I got the voicemail pulled up now. I got it pulled up. Let's hear it.
Hi, Uncle Chris. This is Gabby, Paige's friend. Bye.
That's what she said. Hey, Uncle Chris, this is Gabby's Paige's friend.
Okay, I got it.
I think she wanted.
My niece is listening.
I would think she had a question, but she didn't record the whole question. So,
all right, tell her.
Gabby called back.
Gabby, if you're listening, send another message.
Send another message. You just missed it. You missed it. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit outside. Don't worry. We got you. We got your back. I have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Or type it in the comments.
Oh, yeah. Jump in the comment section. Give it a like and a share.
But
have
I told you guys how I hate Eddie Kingston? Have I expressed that before?
Yes. I think loud and clear.
Okay. I just want, just checking.
Gelatinous that man is.
I don't hate him. I just dislike the object that this man is good at what he does. He's not good.
No, and why is he on the TV every week? And is this feud finally over?
I can't I can't keep going out there and trying to defend the stuff that Tony Khan puts together. I can't defend this, Tony. I can't. I
No.
can't.
And let's stick Ruby Soho in the corner with a wrist guard on.
With a wrist guard on and get jumped. All right, so the coolest part of this match was Anna Jay turn a heel?
Yeah.
Pretty
Only
much.
because he called for it.
Pretty much.
But the Chuckle Patch sliding out of the shark cage, that was a new one.
Yeah, slide out of the
Have
cage.
you ever seen that before?
No.
No, I didn't. That was crazy that Daniel Garcia was like
Smart enough to slide through it.
I didn't think he was going to fit.
Enzo slide through the cage?
No, so it was Daniel Garcia.
No,
I'm trying to remember if Enzo. You said that word, though, Rodney.
Oh.
Yeah, the E word. We're not supposed to say that.
Oh, yeah, we're not supposed to say it. My bad.
I mean, technically, he could have said it with the N and cut the E out because now that's how he spells it. He spells it Enzo with the N. Zo.
Well,
can we turn the Blackpool Combat Club? Here we go.
Oh, Paige said yes, I am. Gabby doesn't know wrestling, but we're happily watching.
That's my niece. All right, Paige. If you had a question, then post it because we couldn't hear you.
Paige, listen. As long as you have an open invitation to come join the show at any given time, you already know that. Don't even hesitate. As long as Uncle Chris is cool with it, I'm cool with it. So
I'm always cool with it.
So, look, let's just put it on the table. This needs to stop. I don't want to see no more old men getting in the ring with barbed wire, face paint, people in cages, people just outside the ring, brawls breaking out. I can't do it. My heart can't take it, AEW. You can't.
I'll say this. I'm almost to the point where I'm starting to feel like AEW ruined Eddie Kingston for me.
You can't ruin him.
I used to be a huge Eddie Kingston fan.
Oh.
But that was before AEW.
Well, let's get into this. What drew you in? The ninnies or the gut? Or both?
What did you love? He didn't always have, but Chris, in his defense, he
didn't always have that though.
He was a little bit of doughy. He was a doughy guy.
He was a doughy guy. Now he's fucking straight gelatinous. But
yeah, no.
We're gonna call him Gelatinous Eddie Kingston.
Gelatinous Eddie Kingston. Jesus Christ.
Eddie Bag of Donuts.
Eddie Bag of Donuts. That's a great name.
Eddie Bag of Donuts.
Eddie Bag of Donuts.
Dog shit, Eddie.
The man which
I always thought Eddie was good in the Indies, man. When he was in the Indies scene, he was fine to me.
Well, Mark, let's be honest. When you go to a fucking gymnasium in Queens, I mean, anybody's gonna look good in the middle of the ring. You know, you got your money's worth. You got your $3 worth. You saw Eddie Kingston, great, on a Friday night. You got a couple beers.
Guarantee he went to Planet Fitness.
Couple beers, and you saw Eddie Kingston.
He got his fucking
world famous outslot.
He got his fucking free Dominoes from Planet Fitness.
My man,
he goes, he gets his free Dominoes.
My man was at the L Slot just taking in all the Rice Krispies snack bar. Like, I don't understand. Look, I feel bad we get on Eddie, but look, it's because it wasn't just Eddie. Eddie was equally as at fault here as Tony Khan and Chris Jericho. Okay, Tony Khan, you're at fault for this because you allowed this to grace your television.
Is Mark off on his own again, or because you're bugging out now?
He said that he will be right back. So now I'm bugging out.
Tell him not to do that because it's messing up yours. It's better off having his screen blank.
Oh, damn it.
Because you're going in and out. If he's got to jump off, just let it be his screen.
Maybe I can turn him back on. No. Hold on. Let me try this. How's this now?
That's better.
Okay, so
He's gonna have to jump back in.
Got you.
Yeah, for some reason, it's like a combo of his face and you going in and out.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Man. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, Eddie Kingston. Why do we keep? Oh no, I was getting on Tony Khan. Tony, why do you keep doing this to us, bro? Why make this a main event? This is not main event quality.
No.
This is not. I'm sorry. I know it's Chris Jericho. I get it. People have him on that Mount Rushmore. I get it. I understand it. I get all of it. But that's not the same guy that's on the Mount Rushmore of some people. I'm sorry. That's a shell of himself. This is not the same Chris Jericho.
He called himself a wizard.
Oh, he calls himself a wizard, man.
Just leave it there.
We went from I'm a leader of a biker gang to what else did he do after this? He went from a leader of a biker gang to now I'm gonna go away for a little while. I'm a rock star again. Then I come back. Now I have a whole appreciation society behind me. I turn myself into a wizard. Now I'm bouncing between the Paymaker and the wizard. This man changed his personality more than I've ever seen.
Have we talked about grown men wearing leather, 50-year-old men wearing leather pants? I mean, because that's another thing.
I don't understand how Chris Jericho, as he got older, his hips got wider.
But why are you wearing leather pants?
Don't wear leather pants, man.
The fuck?
Anyway, the barbed wire tore the pants up.
The barbed wire tore it up, but why are you wearing leather pants?
I don't know.
That's my question to you. Why did you? The thought came in your head. Wow. Because listen, we all get dressed in the morning, right? And when we get dressed, there's a certain point that says, okay, I look good, right? Sometimes change t-shirt, Rodney, right? Like, I look good. So this dude puts on leather pants, looks in the mirror, and says, I look good.
I don't even think that David Lee Roth was wearing leather pants anymore.
No, he retired the leather pants, David Lee Roth. He wears suits. Come on. If you're wearing leather pants in your 20s, we'll give you a pass. Right? We give you a pass. You were young and stupid. You got leather pants on. This dude's 50.
It's away, and you're an ass.
I mean, I just don't understand. I don't
understand either, Chris. I'm at a loss, man. I don't know what else to.
There's not much more. Like, that was just hot, rotting garbage, and he passed it off as a main event. You said it. He wore out the death match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm done with death matches
because he killed it. It's just like that's the only match he. Now Anthony's semantics argument is making sense because you went to the well one too many times.
Yep. One to the well one too many times with death matches, and you should have just left it as a Jon Moxley thing,
or the Britt Baker Thunder Rosa thing,
or Britt Baker thing. There's certain people that can do a death match. Not everybody can.
Leave it for Moxley.
Leave it to Mox. Leave it to Britt for the women's division. Leave it to certain people.
And that's it.
Kingston can't be in a death match. I didn't pay to watch Eddie Kingston in a death match. I'm not. If this was on pay-per-view as a main event, Chris, I'm not going. I'm not buying the pay-per-view. I'm not tuning in. I'll get the results online on Twitter. I don't got.
I mean, hopefully this whole feud is over, and we don't have to deal with it no more. Because how many times are you going to watch this shit? It's bad enough watching Jericho and his cronies run around, but then you got Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, Eddie is he's a hot mess. This man's a hot mess.
Eddie with his 50 friends, his 50 brothers and sisters.
My brothers. He's my brother. That's
my brother.
It's like the guy outside the church, just trying to help people for money.
Shaking his cup for some change.
No, let me hold $1. You know you're my brother, right? What we doing? Come on, what we doing, Eddie? Come on, Eddie. Come on. Eddie, you know better, Eddie.
It's not even Eddie anymore. It's like It's like you know better, Tony.
You know better, Tony.
My bad, guys. I ran into some technical difficulties.
No.
I got up to go get a drink, and then I got fucking kicked out, and I was like, why the hell did I get kicked out?
We had to kick you out.
Oh.
Because when you put it on, when you do what you did, it messes up Rodney's thing.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, well then
You're better off just leaving the screen the way it is.
I came back and then I was lagging like crazy, so I had to go reset the Wi-Fi.
No, but I didn't even know that was happening to you, to me and to you at the same time. So I was like, what the hell's going on? So nonetheless, you're back. We're happy. Eddie Kingston is the man outside the church.
I put way too much Johnny Walker in this drink.
That's terrible. I'd rather drink Johnny Walker than watch Eddie Kingston wrestle.
Johnny Walker's really good with cherry Pepsi.
Yes, it actually is.
Cherry Pepsi.
Really good.
Darby Allin.
And it's Johnny Walker White Walker. I've had that bottle since Game of Thrones came out, and I have yet to crack that bitch open.
Wow.
Yeah. So I let it age for like at least a good 6 years maybe?
Very nice. Darby Allin, Brody King.
Stuff.
You know,
we just went through this, didn't we?
This is what we were.
Didn't we just cover this with Wardlow and Orange Cassidy?
Yes.
Yeah, we said this 100 times over.
But Darby Allin, but hear me out. Darby Allin takes a hit better than Orange Cassidy does.
Yes, he does.
But here's
it still doesn't make sense. But
it wasn't about the match. It was for the setup after the match. We went through all of this. Now, for those of you who complain that WWE does this all the time, give us useless matches for something after the match. Well, it just happened right here. So the whole stare down between Sting and Malachi can happen. We had to go through this. We had to have him attack him at an autograph signing. We're
not going to be happy until I know the fake autograph signing. We're not going to be happy till Sting perishes for real in the ring. Keep rolling out the dude that's old as dirt, and what's going to happen? Nothing good.
My man got his face spit in. And look, got choked out. Almost choked out. The crowd popped because it's It's Sting. Two men got face paint on, kind of the same person. I've seen a picture that said, it's like the old Crow meets the new Crow.
No, not even close.
I just want to tell y'all, if you got that in your mind, if you think that's what it is, I'm sorry. That's not it.
No, you got the Prince of Darkness character, and the Crow was a different character. Where's Buddy Matthews been?
I don't know. I think he's taking care of Rhea Ripley.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Gotta make sure she's all right. No,
make sure she's okay. Okay.
I don't blame him. You gotta stay home once in a while. Listen.
Isn't Rhea Ripley on Raw too? Buddy Matthews laying a little bit of the SmackDown.
Wow. So we went there, huh? So we went there. So we just went there. But nonetheless, this is what you get. You get Sting and all these guys and get in the ring, and then don't forget the Redeemer showed up.
What was that about?
Okay, so for the last, just to catch Chris up, I don't know if you've been paying attention to AEW, but for the last couple of weeks, there's been this thing as to whether the Redeemer is going to be possibly joining the House of Black and getting a facelift.
Where was the thing, though? It wasn't on the programming.
He dropped a promo not this week, but I think it was the week before Fyter Fest.
Might have been something I fast forwarded through, but he has no business being in the House of Black.
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to it myself, but I caught that part.
He's got just as much business as Julia Hart being in the House of Black.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why doesn't he just go fucking hire Rosemary and put her in the House of Black if you need a woman? Not Julia Hart.
They don't want to make it too dark, you know. They want to make it just peacefully dark.
It doesn't work with Julia Hart.
I don't know why. When you do characters like this, folks, it only works if you go all out.
You got to go all in.
You got it. You can't half-ass it. You can't
No.
put on the banana peel, 1 foot out the door. You can't. No, you got to go all in here. This is how it only works. It won't work. It won't make sense. It's not going to be realistic because that's what you're shooting for, right? You're supposed to make it believable, even though we know it's not real. You're supposed to make it believable. This isn't believable.
But here's another thing. Like, unless you're Ken Griffey Jr., you got or LeBron James or you got no business being on the pro level at 19 years old. Julia Hart, come on. Why is she there? Not saying she can't become something, but why does she need to be there now?
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people are just so passionate about this business that they impress somebody with a great audition of doing something, and they love it to the point where now she's in the position she's in, which is fine.
You put her on Dark.
But put her in a position better suiting her. This doesn't really suit her yet. She hasn't developed as a character yet for this.
And Rodney, what is she actually doing?
Not really much. Nothing. Much of nothing. So, look, what are we gonna do? It's a tough situation to be in if you ask me. For her, I would do it perfect with the Varsity Blondes. It fit.
Speaking of makeovers, Varsity Blonde, go get your haircut.
That's a lot of guys. It's getting out. It's kind of getting out of hand. It's getting too 80s hairbandish. We're beyond the point now where
we got fucking Jungle Boy and Joe Dirt from Wish.
It's
Jungle Boy and Joe Dirt.
That's pretty damn good comparison. But Joe Dirt with a little bit of weight on it. A little bit of weight on it. Now, what you did have also was John Moxley and Will Yuta taking on the Best Friends. What did you guys think about this?
That was a good match.
Can't take nothing.
The Best Friends can wrestle.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
Wheeler Yuta can wrestle. John Moxley, best in the game.
I dig it. I dig every bit of it. I was digging this match. I thought it was great. I thought it fit the bill for everybody. I thought everyone in here shined perfectly. It shined the way that they were supposed to shine. So for those people that didn't like this match, to me, one of the best matches on the show. You're just not.
Are those the same people that thought the death match was good?
Yeah.
That didn't like that one? Yeah. Okay.
Man, that death match is something. I'm going to screenshot these tweets and start calling you out. That's what I'm going to start doing.
That death match was tough.
Oh, man, that death match was great. Oh, you saw that spot on the barbed wire? Oh, man. Now everybody can take that spot. The great Chris Jericho does it again. These are things I saw, Chris. I ain't lying. That's what I saw. I witnessed these things. I was like mortified.
We gotta start pulling the tweets.
I'm gonna pull them.
They get bad with these. Really.
Oh, Jackass tweet of the week.
Yeah, we can do that. Jackass tweet of the week.
We'll do like Hot 97 does with the Donkey of the Week.
Like you gotta start calling these people out. Y'all tweets be crazy. Just wow.
Donkey tweet of the week.
Now we did have a tag team championship celebration for Glory and Our Glory. I do like the name. I dig it. I think it's cool. I do like the guys. I think they're cool. We got a new T-shirt. Shout out to the new T-shirt. And we also had Kevin Gates, ringside, rapper, out here doing the job, you know, which is cool. It fits the bill. You know, you gotta get some star power. It fits, man. But the question I have for everybody: how long would this run? How long you guys want this run to be? because there's a tag team that just won this past weekend that we're going to get into on Thursday about, who people want them to collect those titles.
What are we doing Friday? On Fridays.
Friday, Thursday. Andrew got to let me know. Andrew, what day we doing it? All right, man. You can change your mind. Fridays, Thursday, Wednesday.
He
What
told me
day
Friday,
is he?
but I think Friday. We'll see.
So I would like to know what is the specific timeline for this tag team title reign we got.
Um,
Who do we want to see them drop the titles to? Is it FTR? Do you want FTR to carry over titles?
I wouldn't mind it since they just lost the ROH titles, which we'll touch base with on. No, they didn't lose the ROH titles. I'm sorry, they won. They won. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart.
Some people are labeling FTR as the greatest tag team, one of the greatest tag team of all time. Not my opinion, somebody else's. Okay.
Who's got background music going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. They fucking cutting the lawn outside. I'll mute it and when I need to talk, I'll talk.
So here's the thing. When you turn around and you have these two guys in the ring, and it kind of feels like, hey, man, we're going to enjoy this run for a couple of weeks just to relinquish it to FTR so they can be kings of the mountain. Kind of feel like, all right, so you gave them this run. Now I kind of feel like it's the run. Could the run be a waste? If we're just going to drop it to FTR, have FTR just carry every single belt possible in the tag team division across the nation, except WWE. You know, I'm pretty sure they're a hell of a match, but I just don't want to see them go down that road of, man, we're just going to do this just so they can transition it over to FTR.
Well, if they are the best tag team in the world, then they should have your belts.
Fair enough.
But they've already planted seeds for these two breaking up down the road, so we all know that's going to happen sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, it's going to be. I agree with you. They don't need to walk around with 5 different belts, to prove they're the best. But I don't see the shelf life of Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee, regardless of the belts, because they've already planted the seeds.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that explanation because I'm getting a lot of mix. I pose this question to some people, and sometimes some people don't give me a straightforward answer. But here we are. We have new tag team champions. People are excited about them, but people are also excited about FTR too. And I'm not taking anything away from FTR. I just worry that these guys are not going to get a fair enough run because we have to drop the title.
Let's go to our friend Anthony. You know what Anthony would say?
Well,
Swerve and Keith Lee on a real tag team.
That's right. He would. They're not a real tag team, so they shouldn't be put together to begin with.
So, if you stick with that,
so, I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm just nervous because I want to see these guys.
The way I look at it is, they gave them the belts to springboard them into singles stuff.
Mm-hmm. And
down the road. Listen, we all knew Keith Lee needed it. He needed the kick in his ass that having Swerve Strickland with him has given him. So it's worked so far, and we all agree that Swerve could be holding belts as a singles competitor. So, do you want to waste that time with them as a tag team, or do you want to use it as a springboard to better things?
Good point. Now, moving down the line, Varsity Blondes are taking on Christian Cage and Luchasaurus. That's all I got to say about this match. Just shaking my head. Just when I thought it was over, just when I thought I could say, wow, Jungle Boy going to get this nice run. He going to go on that singles run, baby, and to the moon. Nope. They pull the rug out from under me. Luchasaurus trots his ass back over to Jungle Boy's side, and now the Jungle Express is kind of back together.
Or we have just a lame feud with Christian. But I do want to hear Christian cut up Jungle Boy's family a little more because it's very entertaining.
I thought it was great having Luchasaurus by his side.
And you know what's crazy? It's funny how I find it funny how the week before this one, when we talked about Luchasaurus, how we all agreed that Luchasaurus really kind of just lacks creative. That there's really nothing for him unless we take the mask off of him, give him some face paint, and try to rebrand it as something else. And then literally the next fucking week, he goes right back to Jungle Boy.
Well, I think the whole Luchasaurus changing had to do with Jungle Boy being hurt when they first started the feud. So they had to keep Christian relevant during, because with the feud, then they, let's steal Luchasaurus for a couple weeks. But he should keep the look. Don't go back to the green. The way he looks now, even with the mask, is much better than he looked.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Don't put the green mask back on.
The dark look is fucking awesome.
But Luchasaurus is a bit of a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Athletic as hell, though. Athletic as hell for a big man. By the way, it is Shark Week, guys, so enjoy, folks.
Yes, it is Shark Week.
Next on the line, we had, I'd say, FTW Open Challenge in a way. Cole Carter taking on absolute Ricky Starks. Now listen, Ricky. I'm digging it. I like where it's going. I'm digging it. I like to see Ricky defending that title. I like him doing open challenges. I like him getting out there in the ring because every time I see Ricky, he showed me something new. He showed me something different about him. And just keep it up, my brother. Keep it up because you are doing a phenomenal job. And I want him to keep that momentum going because I feel something coming down the road for Ricky Starks where he's gonna blow up. He's gonna be big time. It's just a matter of when, how they're gonna do it. It's coming, and it's building now. Where you're getting either the right heat and the right cheers and a mixture of the two, where people are like, "Damn it, I like him, but I hate him." But damn it, he's good, and it's so good what he's doing right now. And I gave credit to Hobbs really good last week too. Hobbs came a long way. Way.
I think, I think part of that was Ricky helping him get there because Ricky's just got that swag in the ring, man.
And they're a good pair.
They are a great pair, yeah.
So good together. And that's why I said the next open challenge I would like to see is Powerhouse Hobbs kind of feud with my guy, the guy who should be wrestling 150 pounders. Mm-hmm. Come on, Wardlow should be in a program with Powerhouse Hobbs. It only makes sense.
Him and Ricky Starks, man. Oh.
Ricky got a belt. They flamed out on the tag team titles. They lost. They were this close, but they didn't get the job done. Beautiful promo post match too. I loved it. I thought it was great what they did. I thought it was phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. Go find it on YouTube. It's really, really good. And now, kind of step away from each other for a second. You can come back. There's no reason. This is not a breakup. This is all right. Let's take a breath. Let's recalculate. So what happens if he gets the TNT championship? What happens if Ricky gets that FTW title? Now we already got belts. Now let's elevate together. We elevated ourselves as singles. Let's elevate each other as a tag team. Let's try to capture that tag team goal.
Well, we're not going to get there wrestling Danhausen.
No. Danhausen, unfortunately, there's down the road, there's some big plans for Danhausen. Unfortunately.
I didn't even hear about this.
Oh yeah, Danhausen is answering the open challenge at Fight for the Fallen this week.
Fight for the Fallen. That's this week. He's going to wrestle him this week.
Wrestling Ricky Starks, the FTW Championship, Let's fight for the fallen on Wednesday night. So tune in to watch my boy Danhausen.
So what do we think of Two Dime?
Come on now.
Listen,
going back to what you said, I'm at a loss for words.
There's not many people that look like that in this world. I'm sorry.
No,
it's just
not.
a fact. Right? So that's going to bring eyeballs to you. The kid can wrestle a little bit, right? I mean, again, wife beater and jeans, comes out looking like $1 million. What, a month later?
Mm-hmm.
And showed he had something.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, sometimes the fucking gimmick is too much.
That's right.
And you just need to be the wrestler.
That's right. And I said the kid got the look. But when you wife beater, like you said, wife beater in jeans, wrestling tights, goes a long way.
Yeah.
The look sells you, folks. The look sells you. As much as people don't want to listen to that, as much as people don't want to hear that, the look freaking sells you. All right? He has a gift. Not to mention the man's a male model. So the man has a gift of
got
looks.
A genetic gift.
And that's great for him. And he can really use that in professional wrestling to his advantage. And I hope he does. Because not everybody is a genetic freak. He happens to be falls in that line. He has the physique, he has the look, makes a little bit of the pro wrestling. You got yourself.
He's athletic.
Come on, you got yourself a superstar.
They might. Yeah, I'm telling you.
You're sitting on a gold mine, man. You never know. So, hey, maybe
you could market that, Eddie Kingston.
Not today, sir. Not today. That house. I can't do it. Now,
you got any comments, Mark?
Oh yeah, comments. Oh my god, I totally forgot about the comments.
Oh yeah, we have really far back in the comments. I don't even know where we left off.
I can tell you right now.
We left off on my knee.
Yes. So if you find Paige, you go work your way down.
Oh Jesus, that's fucking far as hell back. All right. All right. Anthony Carragher said, "I thought for sure it was Asani." Drew Kratz said, "Hello, fam." We saw that. Kyle said, "What's up, Drew?" Anthony Carragher said, "Enzo in the cage is the best shark cage spot of all time."
Right. He's right.
Kyle said, "Yes, I think so." Christopher Brown said, "The way that shark cage was handled reminded me of every time Oldberg spears someone through a cage." He also said, "Kevin Nash compared AEW to WCW Thunder this morning, Rodney."
What did he compare it to? What did he say?
Oh, Rodney, take the comments. My son's calling me.
Okay. He goes, Kevin Nash compared AEW to WCW Thunder this morning, Rodney. And to put the LMFAO next to it. These old heads they just coming out here with the crazy fire on these podcasts and interviews, bro. Lately, it's just been an uptick of just attack. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I guess he doesn't want a futures contract job with AEW because Tony Khan will hire anybody.
Yeah, like I don't
like Kevin. You might need that payday.
Kevin don't really care at this point. That's just so funny. He compared it to WCW Thunder. I never did that. Okay, I compared it to WCW, but I never said it was Thunder. That's crazy. God, Thunder had 3 count on it with Tank Abbott dancing. Nah, man. Come on now. That's going too far. That's going too far. That's going too far, Kevin Nash. But Anthony also adds, what about when Eddie saved Mox from the stage exploding? If you look close, you can see any Eddie relevancy blowing up. Yeah, that's true. He kind of died on that moment. literally his whole character just died.
When he saved them from
the botch explosion,
the firecrackers.
Oh, yeah, sparklers. Anthony goes, speaking of gymnastics and gymnasiums in Queens, the hot dog wrestler and the Greek god guy who was slightly racist, best match of all time, 10 Bell Giggle. Hashtag 10 Bell Giggle. Yo. Yeah, that man in a hot dog suit. Look, I've seen a lot of things in wrestling. I'll never forget those moments. Asani goes, the main event on Raw tonight is Roman Reigns and the Usos taking on Riddle and the Prophets. You think that's why it's so hyped up? Also, Jericho is a joke and super out of shape now. Oh, listen, Raw is hyped up because they're trying to look. Madison Square Garden is going to be hot. They better pull some rabbit out of the hat. I'm telling you right now, you got to pull out something out of the bag of tricks. Them tickets were $125 a pop.
Were they that much?
Yeah, man, they were going heavy. They were going heavy. Right now, you can't get a ticket in the building right now. It's crazy. Chris Brown goes to Sonny. Jericho has a beer gut of a 50-year-old man now. Kyle goes, sometimes it's time to let it go. And I believe he's talking
Jericho doesn't know. In Jericho's defense, he has no gut.
No, he did have the gut, but then he
got sick and he came back without it. Yeah.
He hit the ab lounge and then he got a little chisel. You know, he fixed it up. Anthony goes,
Jericho's in good shape for a man his age. He just should not be doing the Painmaker and all the other shit that he does. Wearing leather pants.
By the way, Anthony goes casually putting leather pants away. Admitting he's putting his leather pants away since we talking about how grown men should not wear leather pants. Kyle goes, I mean, most rock stars 80s and 90s still wear leather. Not saying it's okay, just saying. Yeah, some do because they still know.
Some do, but they should take them off.
Cameo still wearing the jock strap. Just got to know when to let it go, bro. Christopher Brown goes, Chris, would you rather Jericho bring back the light up jacket? And Kyle goes, yes, bring back the light bright jacket.
Listen, I prefer Chris Jericho just go home now, or stick on commentary.
How about Jericho the creative? How about Jericho in the back writing wrestling? I dig it. I think it's great. I think that'd be great. He's a great wrestler mind. The man has a bunch of experience. Come on, get him the right wrestling. Now, because Brown also adds, think of Jericho Appreciation Society as AEW's authority. Absolutely not.
No. Who said that?
It was so good.
Who said that?
Christopher Brown goes, think of the Jericho Appreciation Society as AEW's authority. Laughing my ass off. And I know he said it with a bunch of sarcasm, but not even close. Christopher Brown goes, Orange Cassidy's gimmick is fucking tired and stale. Change it up. Yep. Time to change it up. That's Asani's favorite wrestler. Anthony adds, Tony wants Sting and Eddie in a death match. That's what the white powdery stuff will do to you. It's not sugar. Jesus Christ. Can y'all stop calling this man a dope man, please? Stop.
You said he's on that stuff.
No, I said if you enjoyed the match and said the match was good.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you're on that stuff. Okay.
Now, if he's a part of that, then I guess he on that stuff. Okay.
So Anthony's implying that Eddie Kingston likes the booger sugar?
He's implying that Tony is on the booger sugar.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, he goes, Tony wants Sting and Eddie in a death match. That's what that white powdery stuff will do to you. It's not sugar. So Kyle also adds, and Comic-Con, it happened again this weekend. Black and King jumped Darby at the AEW panel. I don't understand the jumpings. I don't get it. Chris Brown goes, he's gonna send Sting to Flair's final match, and both of them are gonna die in the ring. Jesus Christ. Anthony goes, Buddy and Rosemary feud in TNA was amazing. And for Rosemary, that's Andrew's girl. Chris Brown goes, Julia Hart needs to go to ROH and develop. He also adds, I'll make sure to start sending you what I come across, Rodney. I've come across my fair share of what the fuck tweets in recent weeks. Jessica Hoffman goes, okay, back. She's back with us. Thank you for watching. Christopher Brown also adds, Keith Lee and Swerve feel like Sami Zayn thrown together with the Bloodline. Ooh, that's a crazy hot take right there. Wow. Man. Damn. I don't know. Y'all might want to jump in the comment section and do your thing on them. Andrew adds, I had to comment, but I'm going to save it for hot takes. Oh, Jesus.
Stop doing that, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew, you can't be.
You like to tease everybody.
Stop teasing. Okay? I don't mind you teasing your show, but stop teasing me. Okay?
Teasing hot takes, and then he'll cancel the show.
Like, come on. Say your hot take now.
Yeah. You can elaborate on it later.
Do it! Just do it!
Say your hot take now. I want it right now. Drew also says MSG is sold out. Sold out to the brim. To the brim. They're at the top of the Chase Lounge. They're scratching at the ceiling. Kyle goes, I highly disagree with that. And I believe that we're talking about the Swerve and Sami Zayn comparison. Yeah, that does it for the comments. But listen, oh my God, one more comment slid in there real quick. Just Goffman goes, what are your thoughts on Edge coming back tonight? And do you think that he's coming alone or with someone? Let me tell you something. There's been a lot of rumor and a lot of innuendo going around about Bray putting out cryptic tweets that he's coming with Edge. If Edge shows up and Bray Wyatt's with him, MSG's roof is going to come off like a flying saucer. I promise you. The roof will come off like a UFO and float past the city. I promise you. You can guarantee it. Okay? Look, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'll believe it when I see it. But we do know the Edge was supposed to be returning tonight. God only knows what happened.
That'll knock Finn Balor out of his leather pants.
Yeah. Another guy that shouldn't be wearing leather pants. You see?
No one should wear leather pants ever. What?
Unless you're a performer doing Broadway.
Well, men shouldn't wear them. Let's just put it that way.
But if you're a performer doing a character on Broadway, I understand. You shouldn't be casually out walking around with leather pants on, bro. There's something wrong, okay? And so Drew, here we go. Drew says this. So Triple H had a creative. Does Triple H try to revive the Cruiserweight division and finally get rid of the 24/7 title? Chris Brown immediately said, let's fucking hope so. Look, I don't know, guys. Like I said, we can only hope for a lot of things, but we can't guarantee anything right now.
And then Dana Brooke will have a job.
Yeah, my girl Dana Brooke. What's she gonna do? She gonna be the female ambassador for WWE?
What's she gonna do?
Hell, she'll be partnered with Titus. They can go around and they can go around be the ambassadors for WWE. There you go.
I think Andrew knows this. That's why he made the hot take, Rodney, to hurt you.
Oh, see. I see what you see. Thank you for pointing that out, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm on to you, Andrew. I'm on to you. You're trying to put my girl out of business.
I think he is.
Trying to do. Don't do me like that. He goes, yo, what if Edge returns and he's with Johnny Wrestling? Listen, I'm going to say this one more time and one more time only. Johnny Wrestling is being a father right now, y'all. He ain't trying to come back to wrestling right now.
All right, guys, I'm back.
No, the Bray Wyatt rumor has more clout than Johnny Wrestling.
Johnny can come back anywhere. But
where we at? What are we talking about?
We're
you were reading the comments.
Oh, okay.
He's enjoying being a dad. So don't just jump out there. And I don't want to put that in the universe. I hope Johnny's doing a great job. He's living the daddy life and having fun. Man, live your life, brother. Come back to wrestling when you're ready. No, ain't no rush.
He makes his little appearances. He makes his little appearances here and there. He goes to signings every now and then and shit.
Yeah, there's no rush for him.
But there's no rush for him.
Now, if anything, H might have picked up the phone and said, "Hey, Johnny, you want to help me out at NXT a little bit?"
Well, he might have picked the phone. Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town. You want to come back?
You want to come back and help me out in NXT just to start, and then we bring you up just to get your ring rust off. Get back into get loosey goosey down to NXT, and then bring you up. Hey, we need a tag team division, folks. Why not put him and Ciampa back together?
Johnny, we need someone to end Grayson Waller's career for good. So can you do me a solid and show up this Tuesday and we can get rid of that trash?
And also, getting back to talking about LA Knight, I feel like now would be the perfect time to send him back down to NXT, revamp him, and then bring him back up. So we can
revamp him. What would you revamp? No, he doesn't have to be revamped.
No, not you get what I'm trying to say.
Why revive?
Revive him.
Revive him?
That's the word. That's more of the word I was looking for.
I would revive him right on the main roster.
Yeah.
Have him go fuck up Maximum Male Models, and then
that would be fucking funny. That'd be
just do that.
Drew, I literally said that before at the beginning of the show. I said, "Can we bring back done?"
I'm just saying, if you kick off Raw tonight and Rebel Heart hits, I think MSG would come unglued, and then on top of that, he gets jumped. Who comes down for the save? Come on,
Ciampa.
Ciampa comes down for the save.
Can you give him his first name back?
What a moment!
Tommaso.
Raw sold already. Done. Turn it off. It's over. The greatest moment that happened on Raw in recent memory happened right there to open the show. That's how you open the show. I would open the show hot right now. A lot. WWE is buzzing. People are happy to see what this was going down. Open the show tonight hot. You need something hot.
Yeah, because while Vince McMahon was around, there was always that fear that he might bring back the Kiss My Ass Club. And you'd have to see a 78-year-old man in a fucking thong.
If I had my way, Chris, I'll open up Raw with Dana Brooke, teaming up with Alexa Bliss to take on Indy Hartwell and Gigi Dolan. To start out hot.
Hot in the city, huh?
They'll just start out hot. I'm
well, hot in the city now. So we're done with JCJ and we're taking Gigi away from her.
We just give it a call her up real quick for a tryout.
Just call her up
with the leopard pants on.
Just with the leopard pants.
Leopard pants on. Call her.
All right, I'm feeling you.
Somebody made like a
outside.
Come out hot.
Somebody made like a video reel, and they took. Remember that Key and Peele skit where
slap ass?
No, the one where he was Barack Obama. The one where Jordan Peele was Barack Obama, and he was rolling through like the whole crowd of people.
Yeah.
And like all the black people, he was like dapping them up, giving them hugs and shit. And then all the white people, he was just shaking their hand. Somebody took that and did it with Triple H.
Oh my God! Look, Triple H. Kyle says tonight's Raw gonna start out with bow down to the king. If he comes out to start Raw, says nothing, and just stands at the ramp.
Oh, dude, you want to hear the roof come off? His music hits.
The guitar riff hits.
That's it.
Behold the king of kings. What? The place will go nuts. This is how you start a wrestling show, folks. The place is hot. The chicken fingers are melting in people's hands. They got honey mustard with them. They got the overpriced bottle of soda with them. Let's go. They got the nasty ass rice balls that they sell at MSG. They're disgusting. Don't ever buy them. But people buy them anyway. But they got them. They got their merch bag. Sweat and grease dripping all over it. So you know the shirt's messed up. Started out hot.
Not the chicken grease on the shirt, man. Oh Lord.
White. Well, if you really want to start it hot, then let's see the NXT Women's Champion open up the show.
Hey, I might get my wish. I'll take. Kyle goes. This is why you're not booking, right? But listen,
Kyle.
A man can
Rodney may not be a booker, and he's booking with his heart or whatever he's booking with. But if he starts out the night with that, it'll get a better reception than half the shit they're putting out there.
Look, I would say this. I can still if your NXT Women's Champion and Toxic Attraction grace the screen to start off Raw, I still can get my wish of having.
Wait, Christopher Brown, what am I sending you? Okay. No, I got what you're saying. See, I wanted to send it. I was gonna send it in our group chat that we had, but somebody posted it on the THWF page, so that if you don't have him as a friend, you're not gonna be able to see it. Unfortunately,
You can't save it to the
yeah.
phone,
I might be able to. Let me double check.
and then
I'm
drop
try
it
that.
in. Yeah, add him to the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that.
Like I can
Give me
still
two
get my wish.
seconds.
I can still get my wish of Gigi taking on Alexa Bliss. What a match that would be. Well, we still haven't finished the fighter. What we talking about? I feel like Chicken Little. Um, we got FTR previewing the debut of the previewing Death Before Dishonor, which I have to say is the best match of the night on the card. The rest of the card was a little whack.
What, Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia?
A little lackluster there. A little lackluster. I expected a little bit more out of those. Out of those two. The World Championship match was an absolute dud. And
Which one did you say was the best match? Because I heard the Wheeler Yuta one.
the FTR
What?
FTR
The
match.
FTR Briscoes?
Yeah, FTR. Come on, man. Well, I'm biased, so I shouldn't even get a vote. I'm biased.
No.
I shouldn't even get a vote. Of course, I'm gonna say FTR and the Briscoes. Come on.
It won't let me save it to my phone, unfortunately.
Damn. Will Yuta and Garcia close second. Close second. Very close second. But that World Championship match was an absolute dud. And Jonathan Gresham, we obviously know he asked for his release. That's why it was a dud.
I felt like, and we'll touch base. Like I said, we'll touch base again on this when we get into hot takes. I felt like 85% of the show was cheeks up until like the last three matches. The last three matches did it for me.
How short is Jonathan Gresham?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know. But for a little guy, he can damn wrestle, man.
I feel like he's just a tad taller.
He struck me as really short.
I think he's like 5'5".
I think it's the neck.
Got no neck.
He's all like chest and no neck.
Now, Troy makes a good spin strike. What's going on, brother? He goes, that's why it went last. He goes, the tag team match was the best match. He goes, Gresham and Claudio was trashed because of backstage politics. Absolutely. And 11 minutes for a world championship match ain't gonna cut it for me. And going first ain't gonna cut it either. So we all knew that there was something weird going on, and that's what we got. So FTR obviously went over. We'll go over it more on hot takes. We had a women's tag team action here. Chris Statlander, Athena, and Willow Nightingale. Shout out to Willow. Taking on TBS champion Jade Cargill, Kara Hogan, and Leah Gray. So
yeah, Christopher Brown, I add you to the group right now. There's two preliminary questions you got to answer to get into the group, but they're easy questions. If you don't know the answer, just look this shit up on Google. That's what I did.
The biggest thing out of this was the dominance of Jade Cargill. Right, we talked about how good she is and how she's gotten better and better and better. Willow Nightingale always knew she was great. Finally getting her rub in a major company. This is good for her. On top of that, you have Kara Hogan, who made a name for herself elsewhere. Chris Statlander getting her legs underneath her, kind of getting herself onto a roll. Also have
we got some noise coming in.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. They're fucking out there. We back to on again. I'll leave it.
Then we also have. Man, I lost my train of thought. Oh, Leah Gray. Now, to me, everybody else don't matter in this match except what Jade is doing. Jade is the highlight of the match. Okay, she's the champ. She has the girls behind her. We know Athena's chasing her. We know, obviously, now Willow's chasing her. We know Chris Statlander's chasing her. But I kind of feel like Athena, this is the shot to get Athena to the point where her and Jade have to come to clash. This needs to happen. It needs to go over. Let's get it done. We can't keep rolling out tag team matches of all these women. I'm happy to see them all on TV. That's great.
Well, she needs to show a quality match.
Kyle's comment just fucking kills me. He said Willow needs a strap. Not like that, perps. I mean, maybe a little. Kyle.
I want to see Willow get her opportunities as well. I know, watched her for a long time in the Indies, and I'll see her do her thing. But now we're at the point where we have to start to look at the bigger picture. Jade Cargill is that big picture in that mid card of the women's division.
Yeah, but
Where,
she's got to be able to start putting on some good matches.
yeah, but you also got to give her good dance partners. So when you got these dance partners like Athena, who's a great dance partner, let's go. Let's get it out.
Yeah, well, they got to pull the trigger, but I'm curious to see if she could actually do the dance.
Yeah.
I believe
she's still too mechanical for me.
She is very mechanical.
She's very mechanical. It doesn't flow. It seems like it's forced.
And it really doesn't really roll well. Because she's a very large individual who is very physique is amazing. She has height, she's strong, she's athletic.
Yeah, no doubt.
But sometimes a lot of that muscle mass can't go over very well on TV when you're doing athletics, you know? So I understand where you're coming from there. So where I want to have her go against Athena, I want Athena to stretch her as far as she can to really showcase what she can do. Like, you put the title on for a reason. Okay, let her run with the title and put on some good matches. Don't get her in there with somebody she can squash. It's a waste of my time. I don't want to see her in the squash matches. To me, all right, so you beat Willow Nightingale. Okay. And like that's how I felt watching this. I'm like, all right, so she got past Willow Nightingale. Oh, okay. So when are we gonna start getting her past somebody else? Like, I'm looking for the next, the bigger, better deal.
Yeah. Roxana made a good comment. She said, I have WWE questions. What's going on with the First Family starting to step away from their company, and how long do you think they will last since this is going down?
Well,
thoughts, fellas?
The tough part is what's going down, changing of the guard. Granddaddy got himself into some hot water. Now Granddaddy got to step away.
And he's taking his whole little cabinet with him.
And he got to take all the cronies with him, every last one of them.
It's time for an overhaul.
Nobody wants the leftovers.
No more Johnny Laryngitis.
Or Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, back in the day when Mama used to clean out the fridge, the stuff get expired. Yeah, well, they were expired, guys. It was expired. It was time. And I'm glad the time happened. I'm glad it needed to be done. We got past it. Now let's get the new regime in. Let's get to work. Like I said, it ain't gonna happen right away. You gotta let it marinate. It's gonna take some time. So if you guys are expecting tonight to see some brand spanking new Monday Night Raw, no. Don't jump the gun.
No, I don't expect it to happen in the first couple episodes.
So give it time. It will come.
I think you're going to see something tonight that lets you believe
that something bigger is in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like we said before, they still have to stick to when's SummerSlam next week?
SummerSlam is
this Saturday. This coming Saturday.
So they still have to stick to what their plans are, but I think you're going to see something pointing to the future.
And then Kyle said she's learning still, and she really does need better opportunities. Take Jade all the way to the limit.
Yes.
I'm not saying she's not still learning. I'm just saying what it is. She's stiff, and it seems forced.
She needs dance partners that's going to push, not ones she can run over. You need people that's going to bend her. Let's see.
Well, then put her in there with Serena Deeb.
I said that. I said Mercedes Martinez would have been a great
Mercedes Martinez.
Yes,
put her in there with them.
Mercedes Martinez. Yes.
That's why I'm saying it seems forced.
Mm-hmm. Athena,
Oh,
I
Chris,
believe,
Chris,
You know, let's get her
check
in there
this
with
out, fellas.
with Britt Baker.
So Christopher Brown said, speaking of which, the full amount of money that sick fuck paid off these women with was revealed this morning, $14.5 million since 2006.
oh,
That's a lot of fucking money. And then Troy said, what's up, Strike? He said, apparently, Raw after SummerSlam TV is 14. Is TV 14, I'm sorry. And then he said, someone said on their TV guide. Yeah, so Raw after SummerSlam is TV 14. But tonight's Raw, I believe,
Gotcha.
is also TV 14. So, we'll see.
we'll see how it all rolls out.
Oh,
Now,
and he also said, Christopher Brown said, sorry, he said it was also sounded like it was company money because WWE revised their earnings for part of the past 16 years. Interesting.
Damn, or it's not personal earnings. You're using company money. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. That would
Wow.
explain the budget cuts.
Oh,
Seth
good.
fucking Rollins. There you go, Kyle.
yeah. So NXT happened last week.
Did it?
Hopefully, yeah. It's like
It was really on, really? Because
I couldn't tell. no,
I couldn't tell.
but we had.
I did see Cora Jade look like a grown up.
Yeah.
She got a makeover. She looks like a grown up now, not like a 14-year-old girl.
But she still came. She came out, and I said this. She came out in the romper, but still came out with the Converse song. So she still is partially keeping her style.
No, she had a regular outfit on.
Also, Cora Jade has a new bodyguard.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So this could be big news. Could be big news for the young lady. Hopefully it is. I can only hope for her to get better, not to get worse. Now, Cameron Grimes took on JD McDugan.
McDonough.
McDugan.
Maybe he'll go back to Jordan Devils.
Could we please stop changing names? Like, I can't do it.
Can we go back to
Like, it's outrageous at this point.
Kaylee Ray? Can we go back to that?
Damn good match, by the way. This was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was a damn good match.
Damn good match.
Well, listen, we said for how long Cameron Grimes should be up on the main roster now.
Yeah, man, Cameron Grimes should have been up there, but the 24/7 title championship is there. That's why I can't have it. I can't have it because that's where he's going. We're not focusing on. Can we get back to focusing on our mid card titles, making them a prominent part of the show? Like, I need to see them wrestle on pay-per-views. That's a part of the show. It's been a tradition. Since did the Intercontinental Championship become a nothing burger? Like, what? In this company's history, it's been second dog for years. What happened? My boy, I don't say it only because my boy has it. I'm not saying that. And I heard that they did have a dark match between him and what's his name? Drew McIntyre. Which somebody got it on video, please. I would love to see it. That sounds like a chop fest. So it sounds very exciting. But I would like to get that on pay-per-view. What did you guys like to see? Gunther take on the Scottish Warrior.
Oh hell yeah, that'd be a hell of a fucking match.
Like,
Who?
Gunther taking on Drew McIntyre?
I'm over him. So give me somebody else.
Really? All right.
Come on, if you really think about it. Come on, let's think. If you guys really think about it, Drew McIntyre is old and stale. Come on. What is riveting about Drew McIntyre? With his one kick? Come on. He's another one-trick pony. Really think about it. I'm not talking about Gunther. I love Walter. But we can come up with a better match than him and Drew McIntyre. Because if you really think about it, you know I'm right. Drew McIntyre is stale. He's a one-trick pony, and it's either time to get him off TV for a while or do something else.
So what do you think, Chris? You think maybe he needs to be revamped?
Yeah.
Needs maybe a new gimmick?
Not new gimmick, but just Stop with the Scottish Warrior bullshit and just be Drew McIntyre and do some better shit in the ring.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
But you want to maybe you, Rodney. Let me get Walter and Roman Reigns.
Ooh.
Boom.
I've said that before.
I like
Book
that.
it.
I'm not gonna keep.
Real quick, back to the comments. Roxana said, what y'all think of the new ROH champion, after just joining a week ago?
It needed to happen due to the politics backstage.
Yeah, and it seemed to me, to be honest, that Jonathan Gresham was kind of already looking for something else. And I've already heard that Impact kind of offered him something, but we'll see.
You got his girl there. Grace.
Hey, before we go, we haven't gotten into this in a while since NXT is really. When the fuck is MJF coming back?
Good question, man.
What are our thoughts on this?
Possibly, I'm gonna say All Out. I'm gonna say he comes back at All Out. Maybe
this solidifies the work to me. Keep him off TV this long.
Or maybe he puts a box over his head like Kip Sabian for a couple of months.
It solidifies the work to me.
But how long has it been now? 2 months?
Yeah, just about.
Just about 2 months?
Yep. So this solidifies to me that this is a work. It's a work, guys.
But how long are we going to keep the work going?
As long as it takes, because they clearly don't want to. They don't know where they want to go with it just yet. I think this has a lot to do with the involvement of CM Punk. I don't know why. I just think that's he's the kicker in all of this.
But I think it's a mistake.
So keep holding it back because of Punk?
I think it's a mistake because we always talk, Rodney, strike when it's hot, right? When the iron's hot. Now you're 2 months removed from his pipe bomb. We talk about it all the time. The casual fan is forgetting about. We haven't talked about MJF in how long? So a new company still looking for that guy that's going to draw me in all the viewers. Put on one of the sickest promos ever, and he's been gone for 2 months.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And because you're fucking sitting there waxing your carrot, waiting for fucking CM Punk to come back, Tony Khan.
Well, we can say he's waxing his carrot for a reason, but we don't know
why.
But
what's the reason? Because we're gonna run this back again? CM Punk.
That was great.
You like that one, right, Mark?
That was a good one.
I got a whole dresser full of those. Rodney and I, we got to make the shirts. But anyway,
waxing your carrot.
Like, why not pull the trigger now, especially while Punk is gone, to give people something else to chew on?
That's what I'm saying.
You got a guy running around as an interim champion. I'm sorry, guys. NXT probably ain't gonna be getting talked about tonight because it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay.
You calling Moxley the interim champion, right?
Question, man. I don't know. I don't know what's
which I still hate the fact that they're throwing
this long.
I hate the fact that they're throwing that term in there still. It's fucking annoying, man.
Oh man.
If you're gonna have Punk out for that fucking long, and now you're talking about that his injury was worse than expected, stop calling him the fucking interim champion. He is the champion.
He is the champ, exactly. But when everyone's talking about what's AEW missing, right? And you have this fucking dude who just went ballistic, went viral everywhere, and now he hasn't been seen in 2 months. Does that make any good sense? I don't. While in the same breath, we're running out Eddie Kingston and the Painmaker in a main event.
Or maybe it's not a work where he's really suspended.
Give me a second.
You know what I'm saying?
Check this out, fellas. Look at this picture that K Marvel just sent me in our group chat. Your boy got the headset on. He ready to go, man.
He's coming out, Rodney. He's opening the show.
He's opening the fucking show. That K Marvel just confirmed that shit.
I gotta get the TV remote ready. I gotta see my boy.
Let's take to the comments real quick. K Marvel says, give Big E his last name, damn it. And then Christopher Brown says, thank you. I agree. Stryker said JD equals Jordan Devlin.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We know that.
Kyle said that would be a great match. I gotta save this one for Rodney. This one's a Rodney one. We'll skip down to Roxana's comment. Roxana said, "Who you say the cryptic? Who you say the cryptic video about? Huh? That's on WWE. Oh, that Roxana. It's definitely Edge. It's definitely Edge. But Stryker also added that he has a very big feeling that Edge and Wyatt are teaming.
Yes.
Listen, I can see it. So because that vignette is, if you, I mean, when the Wyatt family first debuted, that was his little vignettes. Those little, it's filmed the exact same way.
Rodney, how do you feel about that? Well, before we touch base on that real quick, I just want to read this Christopher Brown comment because this one was directed at you, Rodney. He said, "What I want, Rodney, is for the U.S. and the IC titles to be springboards to the main titles again. I never fucking understood why that prestige was taken away." I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Prestige worldwide.
Because at one point the U.S. titles and the IC titles were damn near just as relevant as the main titles.
Absolutely. And the people that held those mid card titles were up and coming for future world heavyweight champions.
Yeah.
Who are about to take that next step into the main title.
Listen,
so yeah,
this dude. Go ahead.
Yeah,
what was the question? No, go ahead.
So Rodney, getting back to what we were talking about. So Stryker said that he has a very big feeling that Edge and Wyatt are teaming. That might be something that's coming. And now I feel like with the new creative directive with Triple H back in charge, that is definitely possible. To possibly bring.
Who else would he be?
And Bray has been sending out cryptic tweets about WWE every now and then.
But those vignettes are totally old Wyatt family vignettes.
Yeah, absolutely. But they were just basically revamped a little bit and given Edge flavor. Because they have like basically everybody from Edge's past. Roxana said the same. Christopher Brown said, "I've got a question for all three of you guys. Who is the more hated heel in wrestling right now, MJF or Austin Theory?" I feel like you asked this question last week.
MJF.
I think Theory.
It's Theory. It's go away. I don't want to see you. He got X.
Pretty much everybody said Theory.
It's Theory. MJF getting praise for what he did.
Theory.
Is he talking about hated?
Like hated. Yeah, like hated.
X-Pac hate?
Yes. That's how I'm taking the question.
If that's the question, then I'm saying Austin Theory. But if he's talking about hated as the bad guy,
a heat bad guy, MJF.
Then regularly heat, then that's MJF.
Yeah, and then Stryker said MJF was praised for berating TK. Absolutely. And the way TK is going right now, and we'll also touch base with that bullshit on Hot Takes about him, what he fucking said, because Strike, that was absolutely fucking stupid.
What did he say?
He said that he is now, Rodney, he basically said he's now the longest CEO of any
All
company,
right, but sometimes a joke is a joke. I mean,
right, but that's not even true. Number one, number two, it was a joke. But let's put it this way, Tony Khan, you're not funny.
It was
you could say that.
Funny. Yeah,
you could say that,
and that's basically what I was getting at. It's a joke that was not funny at all, and you're literally just talking out of your ass at this point. It's to the point where whenever he fucking posts something online on Twitter, I got to take a shot and mentally fucking prepare myself for it because. But anyways,
Hey, listen though, the comparisons are striking. Tony Khan, using the family business that his father created, same way Vince McMahon did.
Mm-hmm.
and then so Jessica. Also, so I basically they were talking about after I showed the picture. Jessica said the game. Kyle said I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Mark's on the show this week. Enjoy Raw. I will be on the Four Corners of Commentary, guys. Catch us on YouTube at the Council of Commentary, and yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Definitely gonna be a good one. Striker's not gonna be on the show for the next 3 weeks, so I will be uh, cutting it up with the Council of Commentary on Thursday. Catch me at 8:30. We will be there. Um, Kyle also said Roman is kicking off Raw. Okay.
Great.
And then Christopher Brown said, Mark, you compare Edge, Bray, and an NXT tag team as the new Wyatt faction with Edge as a partner. Ooh. What tag team, though, Chris? Oh, I got it. What if we partner Bray with Edge and we bring up Joe Gacy?
We're gonna call them the oddities.
The fucking oddities.
Oh man.
Oh,
Well,
man. And
They're going to
wrap it
have to
up.
get a female if they're going to continue to feud with Judgment Day.
To wrap it up, because we got 3 minutes. So, guys, chill in the comments, please. We love y'all, but chill in the comments. Roxana said, after seeing what happened in a tag team match with the tag team champions, do you see Swerve turning on his partner?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. I feel that's coming. We'll probably see the build up to it within the next couple of weeks, hopefully. And then, if anything, it'll probably happen at All Out if they do lose the championships at All Out. Most likely. But yeah, fellas, anything else to add before we take it off?
Well, I was gonna answer the question that you asked me.
Go ahead, Rodney.
The idea, I don't think you were here when I said it. If Bray Wyatt shows up tonight with Edge, the roof will come off like a flying saucer and float down Times Square. It's not even close. It's trust me, the place will erupt. But
Oh,
look,
absolutely, 100%. Especially if Triple H makes an appearance tonight.
I
as well.
say this: people, don't get your hopes up. Don't get all in a tizzy. It's gonna be fine. Give it time. You're not gonna get what you want right away. Stop with the instant gratification. Just relax. Okay, you got a whole show this weekend that you gotta get through, and then you'll start to see some real hardcore stuff start to come up. Trust in the process. But folks, that's gonna do it, man. You got Monday Night Raw coming up in another minute, maybe 30 seconds or so. So, folks, enjoy. Love you all. Thank you for commenting. Roxanne,
Absolutely.
Kyle, Jessica Hoffman. Yeah, Troy. We had Striker in the building. Striker, what's going on? And
Asani, we had
Anthony
Carragher was on fire tonight.
Oh man,
Two originals.
Yeah, man, bringing the heat. Co-creator of Behind the Barricade, right there in the comment section. James, working and still listening. Jessica Hoffman, all of you guys.
Always a pleasure. But yes, catch us on probably Friday for Andrew's hot takes. We're not sure yet what's going on. We gotta mull that over with Andrew. But like I said, catch me on Thursday at 8:30 on the Council Commentary, Four Corners of Commentary on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. But yeah, it's been another great one, guys. For myself, Christopher DeCarlis, and Rodney Harris, this has been another great Behind the Barricade. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.